Also, Art, can you drop the names?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Olcadan on the left.
Magnifies its beauty as with life.
You know, it's been a long time since offline when, you know, it's been such a, like, I don't even remember the last time I've seen him in the hot dog costume. Like, it's crazy.
I'm telling you, we're all just being collectively tortured. But we do have the first match here. Olcadan going with Groh, so maybe you'll get a moment here tonight. And Jonnitti going with the tried and true Zasalamel.
Yeah, I gotta give some, like, probably the favorite going to Olcadanswrath, just because, you know, he is a Groh main, but he spent some time on Zasalamel, so character knowledge is not going to be an issue for Olcadanswrath here, but you cannot underestimate the power of Jonnitti on this character, Zasalamel. I think Zasalamel is still such a strong character, and Jonnitti is a pretty solid player on this character. But the first round does go to Olcadanswrath. What an auto GI!
Yeah, and
my
I mean,
goodness.
Olcadan, just that point about character knowledge, which is so important in the Zasalamel matchup. You're already seeing Olcadan just take advantage of that knowledge that he has. Oh my god, this is so much damage.
Yeah, do you see this pressure? Oh my god! Like, Groh still has one of the best soul charges in the game, and it got better in the last patch. Like, whoa! Like, Olcadanswrath just going in, dog. Whoa!
Even that felt like so long ago. Last patch. You said last patch. I'm like, when was that?
Yeah, it was like almost a year ago now, but still,
right?
Like, it was enough to make Groh kind of like arguably bottom 5 character to like in the conversation for top 10, honestly. Like,
yeah.
He's such a solid character and honestly underrepresented in this current metagame of Soulcalibur 6. But Jonnitti making some kind of comeback now, definitely got a life advantage. Reversal edge in Jonnitti's favor. Olcadanswrath is going to stay safe, but Jonnitti, he's really going to work that guard gauge and he's going to close out this round with that 3A.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not even surprised here. You know, it took a little time to get warmed up, but that was a pretty convincing round, and you kind of see Olcadan taking his time, seeing how this is going to go out here. Finally, a block from that Avenger stance.
I wonder if he's gonna keep an eye out for the dreaded Zasalamel critical edge that can just turn the momentum very quickly in favor of Zasalamel. But that is gonna be this is so bad for Zasalamel here for Jonnitti. Oh, okay, he baited it. There we go. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, and both of them blinking red. Who's gonna break first? It's gonna be Olcadan. But you know, he still has his. Oh no! Oh.
He baits it twice again. Oh my God. This character too. It says Olcadanswrath. He does have the guard pressure, but Jonnitti has some momentum. What is he gonna do? He's gonna eat this 1K, I think it is. But wow, Olcadanswrath in form.
Damn, Jonnitti had a chance there, but just the combo just looked like it just didn't work. It just fell out somehow. Oh, you hate to see that happen.
I can't even tell you what the drop was. I don't know if it's execution or some kind of wall shenanigan there.
Or just, yeah, he had the right idea. He had gotten the lethal hit, and he was going to follow up the combo, but it just looked like he just fell out. Just spaghetti. Oh, but it looks like he's coming back with a vengeance during this first round.
Yeah, good way to get your confidence back with big life lead and a combo that took like 40%. That's going to be safe, but that is going to be a RE move. Jonnitti first round, just really showing the damage potential of Zasalamel.
Yeah, absolutely. Just recovering pretty nicely from that last round. Let's see if he finishes this combo. Yes, he does. Going to be the mix-up. Decides to just turn around. Okay. Nice duck.
I'm just laughing because Zasalamel just like, that was like my least favorite lethal hit condition ever, just 660. Like, your opponent doesn't have meter, lethal hit. Like, what? All the same mid at launch. I hate it. But once again, Jonnitti, with the level 3 CE, with resist impact properties, and extra damage to boot, and a cooler cutscene for Zasalamel. Jonnitti, first 2 rounds in game 2. Looking so much stronger than game 1.
Olcadanswrath is sitting on 2 bars now. He can easily make this comeback. There goes his soul card. It's going to be a lot of pressure. Pushing him all the way to the edge. Now switching sides. Oh, wow.
He's going to 50-50 him to death. He's at least going to just stay this phase.
Oh, I told you, you cannot count Groh out, especially if he has meters. It is not over.
Cannot count Groh out.
No, you cannot, guys. You know what my rules are. You cannot whiff in this game. You just can't.
It's so, but once again, the Soul Charge, again, I think Groh's Soul Charge is ridiculous right now in Soulcalibur 6, and he's just getting so much mileage out of it, knocked down low, he's just going to work at great, but oh my god, he interrupts the critical edge. That is so important. Jonnitti, I don't know if he's going to get out of this one. I think we're just going to go to round 5. Here we go, but the guard break advantage is in Jonnitti's favor, so we'll see if he can work that into his game plan.
And again, deciding to whiff right at the beginning of the round, I don't know about that one, but Olcadanswrath, as you said, his gauge missing red is not good, but Jonnitti's gonna have to find a way to take advantage of it pretty soon.
Oh my god, he's...
Oh no, again, spaghetti.
There was there was so much to pack in, but if he had CE, that would have it. But we're gonna close out with a Soul Charge, perhaps. But Olcadanswrath, he cannot block. Okay,
right.
This is. I get breathe.
Okay, he's gonna get the last hit, and it's gonna be Olcadanswrath. Damn, y'all, that was the first match. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
That was crazy. I mean, Jonnitti came so close, but again, I mean, I feel like you set the stage, Omega.
Yeah, that, you know what?
Groh's Soul Charge is not to be messed with. That's literally, that came down to Groh's Soul Charge. Every opportunity Olcadanswrath had to really use it to his advantage, he did. And I mean, that's how you play the character. You have the Soul Charge, go for it.
Yeah, and Jonnitti, you know, he's my boy. Like, he knows that. But like, especially against that Groh Soul Charge, it just sometimes feels so hard to know when it is your turn, when you can interrupt. And like, Jonnitti just had the most unfortunate timings where he says, okay, I feel like I interrupt here, and he eats counter hit. And eating counter hit against a Soul Charge Groh is just so much damage, and it's so unfortunate for Jonnitti, but shout outs to Olcadanswrath for making a comeback after me not seeing him for so long, and just making this character look so strong. He's already like one of my favorites to like go very far in this tournament. And I hope I see Jonnitti come back again in the losers bracket, because his Zasalamel is still a pleasure to watch, and what a way to open up NLBC number 51. Wow.
Okay. So I had picked some people to be on stream, and then I forgot to mark the second match as on stream in Smash to like let myself know that I did it, and then I literally just autopiloted that match onto a station. I'm trying to find the other player of this other match to try and put it on stream, and I'm just waiting for him to respond in Discord. Hopefully he is there, because you're supposed to be watching Discord.
Alright, guys.
Alright,
guys.
Yeah, let's talk about
chill.
the match. In the meantime.
Let's chill, guys.
Let's go.
Alright, guys. So, anyway, you know, once again, always remember, this is a community-based event. And, you know, shout-outs to NLBC, of course. You guys can check out the match arena if you have a moment, guys. Make sure you guys click the claim code. You will donate 50 cents. Well, I'm sorry, 30 cents to the prize pool, completely free. Make sure you check out all the various sponsor quests to donate even more to the prize pool as well. We got tons of sponsor clicks, quests. Sorry, let me stretch this page a little bit. There you go. You guys can see it. Okay, so we got Match Arena, Power A, Punch Planet. We got Twitter quests, 7 pages of Twitter quests. Make sure you guys mash and get all of that free little sponsor money after you use that 30-cent code. We got YouTube quests, Twitch quests, Click quests. We got a survey, Discord quest, tons of free ways for you guys to click. So, if you guys are enjoying the content, please help the event out. Click away. And, you know, it's going to be waiting for our next match.
Okay, so they're getting going. We're going to have Dmaq versus MFcoffee.
Dmaq?
Dmaq.
Versus MFcoffee? That just sounds like breakfast right there.
Right?
Like the breakfast after like a top 8.
Like,
because we'd be like drinking all night.
Hey, can I get some one Dmaq? Make that 2 Dmacs and an MF coffee if you can, large.
Yep, extra sugar. Well, I'm familiar with MFcoffee. I'm not sure who MFcoffee plays. I'm familiar with the name because they always show me love when I'm streaming. Shout out
Maxi.
to MFcoffee. Is a Maxi player, okay.
Yeah,
and I'm guessing Dmaq is the Siegfried. All right.
MF Coffee, definitely a player that's caught my attention for lots and lots of online tournaments during the past year, during the pandemic. Big fan of his Maxi. Like you said, Clive, like Dmaq I'm not too familiar with, but at least for the character matchup, I feel like it's okay on the side of Siegfried, but we'll see how this match plays out. Just because of player familiarity, I'm kind of giving the edge to MF Coffee, and he's already starting this round really strong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Siegfried, you know what I mean? And I mean, that's the thing about Soulcalibur 6 as a game. Ooh, nice lethal hit. You know, there are certain characters who are better than others, but I don't believe that there is a bad character in this game. Every character sort of has their strengths, and Siegfried is right up there with in terms of being a great character in any matchup. But MFcoffee taking that edge that Omega gave him, taking the first round.
Yeah, like this was looking like kind of a clean sweep for MF Coffee, but Dmaq was kind of making a comeback there, making the round really close. So I'm definitely awake now, but once again, MF Coffee just starting the round really, really strong. And hopefully for Dmaq, MF Coffee does not maintain this momentum. As back throw into a wake up, so there's a good opportunity for Dmaq to get some damage, maybe wake up ring out opportunity. But MF Coffee just one Coco away. I don't see any way for Dmaq to come back from here, and 2 rounds already.
Yeah, and Maxi being one of those knowledge check characters.
Oh my god.
Where like you if you don't know the matchup, I mean, the Maxi player can do so many things to get away with the match. And I mean, I'm really not seeing that right now. I just think MFcoffee is just playing this really well. But you know, like I said, Siegfried, no slouch himself. Dmaq going for a soul charge, but getting hit with a CE from behind. You hate to see it.
That's got to be the Rich Stick special. Just like I have meter, CE is gonna kill my opponent. I'm just going to just wait for this opportunity. He just literally just mashed 8-way run. Just found an opportunity to close out game 1. Let's see if Dmaq can make a comeback. And right off the gate, Dmaq decided to be a little bit more aggressive. I do like this adjustment. The question is, once MFcoffee has some momentum himself, if Dmac's defense can handle the pressure.
Yeah, and that's such a good point. Maxi is such a momentum-heavy character, so it's gonna be hard to stop this. Just needs one more hit and gets it with the double O.
The GI was a decent option to kind of fend off MFcoffee's pressure there, but unfortunately, MFcoffee just like regained the momentum just as easily. So right now, I'm sensing just like a kind of an autopilot MFcoffee right now. Dmaq is kind of not showing anything that'll like discourage this, but it's gotta be. Dmaq is getting these great knockdowns, but like the Oki is just not getting enough mileage. MFcoffee just gets back, guns blazing, just undeterred by all these knockdowns, and able to just, you know, pound for pound, just be able to match Dmaq and just
oh my god,
every single situation. Like I see moments of greatness coming from Dmaq, but MFcoffee uses pressure is just so insane. Again, knockdown, but can you get any mileage from this Oki? You have ring out pressure, you've got the spacing, but oh my god, the auto GI is like this feels so annoying.
Yes, and both players sitting on 2 meters, and Dmaq going to spend the first bar now. But I mean, MFcoffee completely backing up, not really giving him an. Oh my god, that's not gonna hit. Yeah, it was way too far. But yeah, this is a bad position for Dmaq. So much pressure. He's gonna need to... Oh, okay. Nope. MFcoffee totally running away with this. I mean, what can you say? MFcoffee just really had not only the momentum in his favor, but I just feel like Dmaq just could not keep up with the pressure coming out of MFcoffee, which is already difficult to deal with from a Maxi player. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's just knowledge check the game, and unfortunately, yeah, Maxi can be a really difficult character to really dissect. I saw moments where Dmaq would get the knockdown.
Be Siegfried versus Cervantes, but Xander also has a Hilda, so we might see Hilda as well.
Lee has a Yoshimitsu.
Oh yes, he was tweeting that the other night that he's a Yoshi. I saw that tweet come across my timeline saying that he is a Yoshi player now. But yeah, so we have a potential. What? Sangmina.
Help!
Are we getting trolled? Y'all better not be trolling me.
Button check, right? Is it button check?
This is a button check. It better be a button check.
Or else, you have to convince me that both these players have succumbed to the dark side.
Alright, Xander's on P1, Lee's on P2. But yeah, they're doing a button check.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it gives him more time to talk.
Kilik. If he decides to play a rushdown Kilik, which he could totally do, the matchup becomes harder for Ivy up close.
Sure.
But he could also challenge her from far away. Now, I think she does the long-range game much better than he does. That's just my opinion. But it just depends on... Kilik is going to set the tone for this match. Because as you can see, Twixy immediately backs up. He's looking for his space. And it looks like Breadmaster is opting for the rushdown. Because like I said, I think he's going to do better up close than he would in terms of like playing the range game with her. He is going to be much better up close.
And yeah, we're already seeing some mileage from the up close game. And looks like he's just gonna sit on this. No, he's not gonna just sit on this light lead. He's just gonna press the issue. And what I was thinking about this matchup is that Kilik Rising B is gonna give Breadmaster so much confidence to deal with a lot of Ivy's tools, mainly the Calamity Sympathy Summon Suffering Manta. And we're seemingly the worst case for Breadmaster, not exactly the worst case, but if Twixy just blocks the Rising B, it's safe. So the Otis is on Twixy to call out those Rising Bs. Otherwise, I think it's gonna I think Rising B is just gonna be so much money for Breadmaster, especially with the Step 2 G style that we do with Breadmaster, at least in the last round. But as I say, that the Sorcerer Twixy, big life figure. Oh no.
Yeah, but you're already seeing an adjustment kind of coming out of Twixy here. Okay, goes to Soul Charge. This is definitely going to have him create some space. And that's exactly, you do not want to be, in any corner as an Ivy main. You definitely need your space. And that single A just to end that round. Good adjustment coming from Twixy.
And you said what a way to create space. Not just the Soul Charge, but the Soul Charge powered 6AA. Not only did it chunk of damage, but it just, created that space. It just took Breadmaster away from Twixy, and he was able to get around that corner. But as I'm saying this rushdown Breadmaster into this ring out. Kilik has such a good ring out game, and he just brought it to light right in front of our eyes just now.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just the thing people forget about Ivy, you know what I mean? Yes, she excels at the long range game, but she also has to take those opportunities to create space for herself, which she's certainly capable of doing. And that's what Twixy's doing. He's throwing out a button and then backing up, seeing what he can whiff punish, which is just a great way to play this matchup, but he is getting eaten up here right now.
Okay, he's looking for those Kilik verticals, but Breadmaster with a good side step to 2B launched a lot of damage in the B6 or 6B to close it out. I think that's 6B. Yeah, 6B.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, he threw out the 4A hold into Serpent's Embrace, but the distance wasn't, he wasn't at the right range. You see, if he was closer, that again, 4A is a great tool from Ivy to create space because it has amazing pushback on it. That would have left him in the stance, and that would have built up his next move, but it was just off slightly, and that's how he got punished.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
You would say to kind of maintain confidence in your ability to suppress movement from Breadmaster. With tools such as 4A.
Blood, flesh, and...
Yeah, I think again, I'm still learning about how Twixy really plays his Ivy, but you can kind of see that's what he likes to do. He kind of likes to throw out a button and then create space and then capitalize off of it, which is a perfectly fine way to play this character. And already opening up much stronger than he did during the last set, but that's Summon Suffering just getting punished. And there it is again, using that 4A at just such an off range. It's really, he's paying for it. There we go.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so my current theory about what's going on is that I think on the defense, Twixie is kind of forcing it a little bit. Breadmaster is not getting his damage off of throws, not getting his damage off of lows. It's just kind of like a lot of, okay, now lows are coming out, but it's just a lot of just kind of whip punishment, a lot of just kind of evasive stuff. He's getting tagged with the Rising B, he's getting tagged with like sidestep like whip punishers. So I don't know. I feel I'm kind of leaning towards Twixie trying to play more defensive, like reactionary style instead of trying to, you know, defend with a button. And then he can find these opportunities to create space. But all that damage that we see from Twixie just now, that was all just from zoning, all from these long buttons. So, but the situation would change in an instant with Red. Yeah, that was really awkward. Like once Breadmaster like gets in, like we just seen him just get so much damage, so much mileage. But that is a great reject from the Sorcerertwyx. But once again, out of range. That just seems to be the name of the game so far. It's just a series of unfortunate events, not favoring Twixie. This feels real bad.
Yeah, and that one sequence, you know, Twixie had it in his favor, and that one sequence kind of just. I just... Oh, finally a Summon Suffering grab. The Just Frame version at that.
Whoa.
Alright, gets the counter hit on the full crouch. 1B.
Is this the adjustment? A rush down Ivy? Oh!
Needs one more hit. And
Okay.
gets 1A.
Forget creating space. We're just gonna blow that space up and just get into space.
Yeah, and Twixie's gonna have to turn it on because he has to win this in order to even stay in this competition, or else he's just gonna end up in losers. So he's got to win this match.
Again, I think he's trying to be maybe too proactive on this defense, even some counter hits. Just gotta be a little bit more careful. That was a punish attempt from Breadmaster, but did not work out. So we're just gonna rebound with the soul charge. Very scary situation with this for Kilik. But Sorcerer, oh my goodness, it's so good for Breadmaster here. But get away from me, says Twixie. What's he gonna do? Just trying to push him back, but
and that's gonna be it. Oh. And he was going for a 2-2 A plus B. That had auto GI properties, but I'm pretty sure it does not auto GI the 6-6B coming out of Breadmaster. So, damn, that was such a... And it's just like I said, Kilik has the tools to deal with Ivy. Do the rush down style and be fine. He can challenge her from range. Kilik is an all-around solid character that can manage Ivy, and I just don't think Twixie was able to really establish his game plan. And I mean, the punishes coming out of Breadmaster, like you pointed out, that Y Rising B was doing a lot of work for him. So unfortunately, he just could not make the adjustments. But we saw some moments of life, so shout outs to Twixie for sure.
And sorry guys, I had AFK for a second, but now I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, Art, tell him about the match arena now that you're back.
Absolutely. I'll tell people about the match right now. I'm gonna give Sec, paste the link in the chat. Guys, we got 161 people here, and we could definitely use your help. I'm clicking these free links to help boost the prize pool for this tournament. Right now, we're at $10.50. We have 84 codes left to use, guys. You can donate a free 30 cents to the prize pool by clicking the link right there. Click on the contribute button. I've already claimed the code, but there's a blue claim code button right here on the top right, and you'll donate 30 cents for free. Also, check out the marketplace if you want an item, and check out the sponsor quest as well from Match Arena, Power A, Punch Planet. These all donate to the prize pool. Twitter quests, YouTube quests. Make sure you click the dots in the Twitter quest to get each and every little bit of that sponsor money. It all really helps. We got Twitch quests as well as Click quests, visiting a website, and even surveys. And you know, everything goes to players, next level, helps cover the Cloud Parsec instances. Also, if anybody subscribes to the channel, we'll throw in $1 to the Match Arena. And yes, guys, the Match Arena free codes got dropped from 50 cents to 30 cents. We have to save some money at the moment, you know. since we do have a lot of partners, you know, of course, we try not to bleed money like crazy. So appreciate you guys, though. I know it sucks, but you know, we gotta do what we can, you know, make sure to help everybody out in the FGC.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Alright, so here's the deal. Next up, we're gonna have Feremuntrus versus Ridz.
Oh, I don't even know where to start there.
Well, allow me to help you. Feremuntrus, another residential Zasalamel player, and Ridz. I've actually fought Ridz in, I believe it was Illuminati battle. A Cassandra main. But today,
He's also got a Tira.
Yeah.
Tira, yeah. When I fought him, he played Cassandra, but now he's playing. He also has a Tira apparently, so learning every day we go. But
Cassandra, Tira, and Setsuka, so he's
oh wow,
yeah.
A plethora of characters.
But on the other side of Ridz is Feremuntrus, formerly Team Philly. I believe he lives in Florida now. But yeah, just watching.
They're both Florida. That's fine.
Oh yeah. Jeez, Florida battle. Yeah, just Feremuntrus. I mean, like we've all seen like the highlights of his, like Half-Life, combos, tech traps, and all that. Like, just a plethora of Zasalamel knowledge, and that's gonna be so much damage off that 4-4. Oh my god! My life. I'm dead now. Take it away.
But yeah, Feremuntrus already demonstrating he has solid knowledge of this matchup. That one GI, I'm forgetting what move that was from Tira, but he GI'd in between it, and that kind of like set off that entire sequence of Ridz losing that first round. But oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, he completely sidestepped that A+B attempt coming out of Ridz. Good stuff from Feremuntrus. All right, Ridz trying to get something started here. Okay, getting hit.
Yeah, the 6K series. Yeah, we've all seen that before. Sorry, 6D series. Ridz starting to climb back. Looks like he found something. He's still in this jolly Tira, the weaker of the two moves. That CE, no matter what move you're in, is going to end that round 1-1 so far. Feremuntrus looks like once again like he's like running a train, but Ridz managed to kind of claw back. So we got a match now, and we're starting this round in Gloomy Tira. Very ideal.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Tira, you gotta pay attention to switches. And it looks like Ridz is finally starting to build those things up, but Feremuntrus is on a roll here, and again that gauge is already blinking red. Here comes the soul charge coming out of Feremuntrus. What's he gonna do with it?
Getting a little antsy on the defensive. He just kind of like lost the ball, and he was so desperate to rebound there, but Ridz is able to just kind of maintain that pressure and just get around the defensive options for Feremuntrus. So we have Soul Charge here. Could be looking for a guard break, but instead we're just gonna go for the low string. Very solid option. Zasalamel Soul Charge. And that's gonna be so much damage. Potentially. Okay. Here comes a knockdown from Ridz. A little bit back and forth. Very close. Edges slightly Feremuntrus, but slightly.
Oh, nice whiff punish. Yeah, I mean, you can see Feremuntrus trying to make the adjustments, but Ridz is just adjusting right after him.
I love the movement, but unfortunately, did you see the range on that 3D, dog?
Yeah. It's definitely not gonna kill.
I mean, you could have fooled me.
It might as well have killed, but Ridz taking that first round really convincingly. That was really good. 3-1 at that.
Yeah, I agree with the stage sage. Feremuntrus, when he has the momentum, he's seemingly unstoppable. But what's Ridz? It feels like once he gets some kind of advantage, Feremuntrus' defense is it gets kind of dismantled from Ridz. And it's a combination of Ridz just kind of like, playing super aggressive, but also Feremuntrus seems a little antsy on the defensive, taking these risks that keep getting blown up by Ridz. So I think if Feremuntrus kind of tighten up that defense, it's really gonna allow his pressure to like shine. But maybe a technical difficulty here, so we'll have to figure that out. Stay with us. Could be a controller thing.
No, I'll tell you what it is in a second.
Sure. Okay, we're figuring it out. Okay, we're gonna reset here. It's gonna happen. It's good that it happened right before the game even started. So easy reset. Oh, that's. Oh wait, we're in Parsec.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Welcome to the The stage of history retold. Tira.
We've done that for a whole year.
Zasalamel. Wise choice.
Wait, so what happened?
All right, so as you all know, this is part of the Dojo series, using the Soulcalibur 6 World Tour online rule set. And the way that works is that you can select a stage. Somebody put the rules in there before I got the chance to do it myself. But, so the deal is you can select the stage if you lose.
I forgot about that. Okay, so I guess we can consider this a rematch because wait, no, this is a different stage.
This is the same stage. You picked Karamorian.
Okay.
So the deal is that Ridz looked at him picking a stage, was like, what the fuck? And went into Discord and asked what the fuck. And I told him and then told him to restart.
Okay.
Perfectly legitimate question.
Yep. And that is a real rule in the World War rule set. Something I have my own opinions on, but either way, this is what we're going with. And Feremuntrus undeterred so far this first round. So much damage, so much pressure. Yep, that's Feremuntrus for you.
And I mean, in terms of just strategy, I think picking the stage was smart. It's a smaller stage, ring out potential, walls, and I mean, in terms of Zasalamel's range, I think this stage is definitely in his favor.
Yeah.
I find that because his weapon has so much range, this stage really just allows him to play his game at any point in time.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, one good side step from Feremuntrus. That's like a ring out, that's, you know, tech trap potential, you know, quarter carry. I definitely like this now that you mentioned it, but that's gonna be a 4-6 power bind curse, a lot of damage, but not out of it yet. Oh, it tries to steal his turn with a CE. That's what we're talking about. Kind of risky, so he could get the round stolen from him, but it's still very, very close. Feremuntrus still has a chance to take this away from Ridz with the clutch there.
Ridz completely shutting him down. Really good stuff coming out of Ridz. I mean, man.
Oh, and that's kind of that defensive danciness I was talking about with Feremuntrus. Like, he was so in control, and he was so confident that CE, but, you know, that is a risk that was not in his favor, and I think that was a big contributor to how he got that round closed on him. But as if he can hear me right now, he's shutting me up as, you know, having a very convincing second round win there. And hopefully he can maintain this control. He also has guard pressure with City. Get that shit away from me. He's got soul charge. This is looking like a Feremuntrus train so far. But, you know, we've seen Ridz steal rounds away from Feremuntrus before, so we'll see if that happens again. But I kind of not convinced right now, sorry.
With City, but that is not going to hit. I mean, again, he had the right idea. He just was. I mean, Tira has a ring blade. It does have great range, but not very.
Yeah, just
Feremuntrus going
the
to.
there.
Yeah, Feremuntrus going to take that second set there. But yeah, I think the difference in that match is really just the stage, and I would think Ridz is going to go ahead and switch to stage.
Yeah, I think you kind of touched upon it. Tira kind of wants space to walk around, but wait a minute, we're gonna switch to Cassandra, a pretty different character from Tira. Tira wants to play a spacing game, but Cassandra, she just wants to go in.
Exactly, and let me tell you, this stage in particular, shout outs to Dragonfly. I played an extended set with him on this stage. And one of the things he pointed out, I was playing against his Sophitia, and one of the things he pointed out is that she does extremely well.
Oh, I have to be random stage. Go ahead.
Yeah, he fucked up and hit the stage.
Yep, but on that point, what were you saying, Clive? We're just gonna...
Yeah, I played Dragonfly on this stage, and he pointed out that it's incredibly frustrating to fight Sophitia on that stage because, again, it's smaller.
Yeah.
No, she has better ring out potential because it's smaller.
Yeah.
And I think the same could be said for Cassandra, but we're not going to see that because we got a different stage. Now, I think this can go either way.
Yes, I agree.
You know, I think once Cassandra gets in and really gets her game started, she's going to be able to stop a lot of the momentum and shenanigans that Zasalamel has. see how he deals with that.
And I kind of do like the Cassandra pick because, you know, what I said before was there's some holes in Feremuntrus' defense, and he has a tendency to get kind of antsy. So I like the idea of Ridz just kind of switching right to a rushdown character and just getting in his face and using those frame traps and fast moves that Cassandra has at her disposal.
Exactly what he did. Look how quick that first round ended. That's exactly what he did.
So I think depending on how well Feremuntrus you know, defends on the back foot can make or break this matchup. But oh my god, just getting in there, the Oki coming from Ridz just non-stop. Feremuntrus just taking every hit, and that is 2 straight rounds for Ridz. Feremuntrus just not quite making the adjustment fast enough, and hopefully he doesn't soon, because Ridz is just 1 round away from taking it away.
Oh, opening up with a lethal hit gets nothing off of it. Alright, he's got to put a stop to Ridz's momentum right now, but he's getting so much damage off of that one. You know what's working here? Ridz is really just not giving Feremuntrus a chance to get his game started, but maybe something here? Nope.
Oh, break? No break.
No break.
Oh, that's a punish, but he decides to just mash the soul charge. What's gonna happen? Oh no. This is it.
Oh. Wow, Ridz taking that last round 3. Oh, Feremuntrus just fell apart during that set. I mean, it was really unfortunate, but Ridz really just played a rushdown game. He ran up in there and did what he had to do. Really good.
I did roast Feremuntrus' defense a little bit. The one thing I liked was his willingness to one, go for those 4-6 Bs because, you know, they're fast, they're tech crouch, very, very solid, and they're safe as long as you have curses. And 2, his willingness to sidestep and goes for those 2-2 Bs. Obviously, you're sidestepping, but there's also a tech crouch component to that too. But I think if you just take those things and just put, you know, use it as an ingredient for a more solid defensive package, I think he would have put a much better fight against this rushdown Cassandra that we saw coming from Ridz. Just clean up those kind of defenses up, and especially on the wake up, like, you know, Cassandra has like a pretty oppressive wake up game too. But we just saw just a lot of hits going on Feremuntrus. Just Feremuntrus just trying to kind of like run away from the situation instead of just kind of you know, like taking it head on, you know, just you know, take a block, use that frame advantage to maybe create an opportunity. But I think just Feremuntrus just kept feeling, I don't know, really uncomfortable getting those knockdowns and just trying, you know, desperately to get out of the pressure game from Ridz. And I think that just kind of turned against him by way of him getting, you know, eating those counter hits and eating continuous knockdowns and frame advantage. Like, Ridz just played that so well. I'm not sure if he, you know, saw in the match in the first 2 games where, wait a minute, I could just rush this guy down and it'll work out. And if he had that much insight from those first 2 games, bravo to Ridz. But still, I'm a big Feremuntrus fan. I have no doubt he's gonna make it far from this tournament. He just has to do it in losers bracket now.
Okay, so let's just tell people one more time about the Matcherino, and then we're gonna go into winners quarterfinals.
All right, guys. So if you have a sec, make sure to check out
We got Noro versus Manta, Yoshi6 versus Ridz, and Breadmaster versus MFcoffee, which is the first match we're going to have on stream.
Maxi.
That's going to be
Let's do this.
it's going to be Breadmaster on the 1P and MFcoffee on the 2P. No. Flip it.
I'll flip it. All right.
Yeah, definitely a lineup of incredible matches, and we definitely got one right here. Breadmaster and MFcoffee, both of them hot off their both respective wins. Pretty dominant performances from both of these players. I have no knee-jerk reaction of how this matchup plays out. So the thing I'm going to pay attention to is just what Breadmaster's anti-max knowledge is like.
Yeah, because again, like I said earlier, there we go. Knowing that he can duck during that, right after that low hit, what's gonna set the pace, and that's often what sets the pace when you have, you know, competitive play like this versus Maxi. Like, do you know the matchup? Do you know where you can duck and where you can side, where you can GI? That really sets the tone.
Yeah, absolutely sets the tone. So now it's gonna be on MFcoffee to just kind of like really evaluate his personal rewards and see what he can do to open up Breadmaster. But man, he's just running these rising bees, well placed by Breadmaster, and now he's just gonna accept his life lead using this movement. He's making sure he's as annoying as possible for MFcoffee to try to get in. Just using these well-spaced pokes. But now MFcoffee is in, and we have a lethal hit, so we're in there with a lot of damage. It's not over yet. That's plus. Okay. Yeah, nice auto GI attempt there, but it does not GI kicks. Well placed by MFcoffee. Like, Breadmaster played that pretty well, but MFcoffee just somehow found an angle to get in there with a lot of damage. So speaking of a lot of damage, oh my god, that 14k combo ender?
He was trying to go for an unblockable there. Little too much, but this is good positioning for Breadmaster on the jump. And then that's exactly why it was good. Good space. Oh my god, good everything from Breadmaster.
Such a good bait.
Yeah.
So much into backstep because like I don't know, when I soul charge, my knee-jerk reaction is, like get in there, like press the button. But he had the discipline to soul charge and backstep and found a whip punish, an incredible one. That allowed Breadmaster to get that round. Minute, a wall combo that wasn't quite a ring out. I'm sure MFcoffee would have loved that, but did not work out as Breadmaster managed to get the momentum in his favor into a lot of damage from that wall combo and has the discipline to just back up and see if he can find a mistake from MFcoffee. But Breadmaster does make a mistake there, but not much of a punish from MFcoffee. I don't know if Maxi has the ability to punish at that frame, but this is going to be a CE, let it rock. We're just going to go for the damage instead of the setup, but that wall could give MFcoffee a good opportunity to just get in there. Oh my god, just gets around that GI. MFcoffee with the mixes.
Yeah, and I think that Breadmaster was expecting a guard break there because he didn't even do a regular GI. He went for the resist impact version. And got completely nothing. So I mean, that was just good play coming out of MFcoffee. But here we go, Maxi shenanigans. Nice duck on the last hit of that string coming out from Kilik. No, you can duck it. It's tied.
Kill. Oh, what a great GI, but I guess no damage from it. But oh no,
Oh, that is knowledge, knowing that you could punish that with CE. Hello.
I think that was a legit punish. And maybe he could have Heaven's Guard that, but I don't know if he had the meter to do that. But that is gonna be for naught because I thought that was over. Okay, shut me up.
One more hit and there it goes. Yeah, I mean I am not sure. Was that a punish? I mean, because doesn't that move from Maxi leaves you in crouch? I mean, I don't know.
He definitely went to stance there. I don't remember if he can just do neutral or it's a force stance. But either way, the fact that he did go into stance and that was surely a punish. The only thing I can think of to get around that is, like I said before, if MFcoffee had the meter for reverse, to do the Heaven's Guard for the resist impact properties. But incredible evil Kilik CE coming from Breadmaster, but that is still MFcoffee's win there. But I wouldn't be too comfortable if I was MFcoffee, but I'd at least be comfortable in this round as he takes it away.
Yeah, I mean, definitely running with that momentum for sure.
Okay, so momentum. I like the spacing from Breadmaster, but
you cannot whiff. Don't want to be in Whip City. And nice launcher coming out of Breadmaster. And no one has been able to land a grab this entire set between these two. There's attempts, but it's just not working. And again, MFcoffee picking this up by 2 already. Breadmaster gonna have to figure this thing out.
And MFcoffee finding some gaps in Breadmaster's anti-Maxi defense, this behind lower stance, which is essentially 50-50 on the side of Maxi. Just kind of doing some work, but he doesn't need that 50-50 stance to do all that damage to Breadmaster just now, just going in there, rushing down. That CE does not get GI, I wasn't sure at first, but this is going to be wake-up potential for Breadmaster. Kilik doesn't have the best wake-up game, so he's just going to just back up, look for, you know, a mistake, look for a counter hit, but that jumping knee has to be 6. Wait a minute! Okay, I thought that the Heaven's Guard is going to resist impact that Soul Charge activation, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, this might be a punt. No, that Heaven's Guard, that's what I'm talking about, dude! Heaven's Guard to resist impact that evil CE. That's what I was talking about before, the first time that Birdmaster did the CE. I think the Heaven's Guard would have done the trick. It didn't happen in that last game, but it definitely happened in this game as MFcoffee, an incredible match against Birdmaster, does move on after this. Very good stuff. The Heaven's Guard, you forgot about it.
Yeah, it really just came up
great,
towards the end. It became an important factor towards the end because we had not been seeing it coming out of MFcoffee. But I mean, just solid play from him. That tech jump, at the jumping beat, just I mean, I think that's just a perfect way. That just showed he's ready to react, ready to take on this match, and really good stuff coming out of MFcoffee. Moving on and taking it 2-0 at that.
And Birdmaster played pretty damn well too. But like, and you know, he was poking and trying to keep it MFcoffee away, but you know, MFcoffee always just like finds that angle and just goes in like bulldozer and just gets so much damage off of, you know, MFcoffee going in and maintaining that pressure, maintaining that frame advantage. Like just good stuff from MFcoffee just all around. And that Heaven's Guard, like, you know, he definitely took the knowledge of that, you know, that first evil Kilik CE. He's like, okay, I'm gonna bait you this time. So as soon as I see that, I don't care if I'm in stance, I got Heaven's Guard on deck to punish you.
Yeah, it
amazing
really came in handy there towards the end. And I mean, I really have nothing else. MFcoffee did the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's easy to say like he ran away from the game, but like Birdmaster, like, can't stress enough, he played pretty good. It's just that like MFcoffee, you know, had the patience to, you know,
sorry guys, what was the score?
The zoning. That was 2-0 MFcoffee. But you know, it's didn't look like an easy 2-0. Like that was a good match.
All right.
Good stuff.
Let's try and find. Let's see. I wonder if Incendiate will respond. Have the free headspace, you know?
Yeah.
Such a perfectionist.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know,
right here.
you always try to get better.
Wait, is this a?
Yeah, it's Incendiate and Lessthanlee.
Yeah. Here we go.
My bad. Look at the screen. Alright. Okay, so
with X and Lessthanlee giving us the Siegfried, of course. Now these two have played each other before, for sure, but I'm not sure where it landed last time. Nice GI. Oh my god.
it's your re-GI. But it's not so much to guess as, you know, as so much as Incendiate putting himself in that situation to be level 3 GI like that by the ring's edge. So good stuff from Lessthanlee. Very unfortunate on the side of Incendiate.
And that's good to know. Okay, you got a re-GI about that.
Yeah, reject or just not
day.
cheat at a point, because that's a straight up 50-50. Straight up 50-50? Well, if you decide re-GI, then, you know, you have the potential to like do A+B. It's not gonna be a ring out, but you know, still a lot of damage. But oh my god, Lessthanlee 2 rounds. Up. Good pop. Dude, listen, he's so insane.
Incendiate's gotta get something started here. Just not, and that is the third time Lessthanlee has ducked that string.
Yeah, just like
starting
like,
with a low, going into a high. He has blocked it 3 times.
Yeah, and Incendiate, you know, he is trying to push his offense. He is like in there, but you know, like this defense and these reactions come from Lessthanlee. Like he's just, you know, just being really solid in defense and just playing a reactionary style, and he's getting so much mileage off it. And Incendiate is really trying to, you know, push this offense. He is going low, he's going mid, he's mixing it up. But like Lessthanlee, you know, he's getting these correct guesses slash reactionary, you know, blocks, and he's getting so much damage off it. And it just seemed that, you know, all that coming from Lessthanlee is just so frustrating for Incendiate. We're gonna keep going with this Xianghua. but that's definitely a statement coming from Lessthanlee. Just purely just reactionary style.
I'm honestly just surprised it ended that quickly.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, where happened to the neutral? What happened to the 50-50s? Like, nothing really happened. It was Lessthanlee just running away with it. I'm honestly surprised. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing, honestly, because we see a lot of rush down Siegfrieds, and he's got the tools to do that. You force 50-50s, you got the A slide B, but that was so like interesting to see Lessthanlee just being an almost purely defensive Siegfried, and I feel it definitely like works in this Xianghua matchup.
Yeah, took a little moment there to take a breath and see what he could do. I mean, this stage is not going to give him more space than the last one. I mean, he's going to have just as much space to really work with. It's just going to come down to this aggression. Like I said before, Lessthanlee plays explosive Siegfried, and it's really, really hard to do it. And look at him, repositioning himself to get that ring out if he wants to, but doesn't really get much. Oh, whiff. Kind of needed that to get something started.
Oh my goodness. That's so much damage. Okay, Incendiate's in there. Xianghua's got a really good Oki game, but what a block from Lessthanlee! But Incendiate managed to rebound with that counter hit 3A, and Lessthanlee tries to force the issue, getting up from the ground, but Incendiate not having it, keeping his frames tight, getting that counter hit.
Okay, gets a counter hit.
Whoa! Okay,
What?
chasing it down. That was...
Alright.
This match is so interesting. Good block. We're gonna force it. No, back up. I like it.
Getting a lot more action coming out of Incendiate during this set, but gets punished for that grab attempt.
Okay, the lows and the throws are actually landing, so kind of punishing Lessthanlee for over-turtling. But once that happens, we're surely going to see the the Rising Bees come out, the AGAs. We're going to see some more evasive options coming from Lessthanlee's Siegfried. It just keeps up. Yeah, there it is. Rising Bee counter hit. Great option to get jump off.
And again, this little hop that Lessthanlee is doing while in stance, it's actually working out well because he's avoiding some pressure. Oh my god, I just can't.
I just love the dual acrobatics coming from both of these players on their characters, but Lessthanlee closing out with a CE. He's still in this fight.
Such a good option for Siegfried as well,
Safety.
Xianghua's mix-up or stance pressure is, it's hard to deal with, but, if you can see in between it, why not?
Yeah. Definitely some gaps in Xianghua's pressure, a lot of unreal stuff that can throw you off if you're not ready for it, and that's going to be the back throw for that crouch grab. In fact, he did 2-2B, but Lessthanlee with a quick get up into the B6. But Incendiate, not deterred, going to try to keep up this pressure, not give Lessthanlee a chance. Is he going to slow down because he's got Dark Legacy? No, he's going to close it out with a throw. You wanted Incendiate to make something happen, Clive. That is
Listen, you said it, okay? It doesn't matter how badly you beat him. He can make just a mini adjustment and boom, he wins the next set. But, when we've seen Lessthanlee on stream before against that match versus Xander, it was a back and forth, and here we have another example of that. We're going down to the final set between these two. And I don't even know what the adjustment from Incendiate was. I just feel like he just pressed the offense more and started mixing up differently.
Yeah,
as fast as Incendiate makes an adjustment, Lessthanlee is sure to make another.
Honestly, yeah, I think it was just all in the timings, just shaking up the timings, not being super obvious with his throws and lows, because, unlike game one, those things were landing, and really just kind of, once again, just kind of punishing Lessthanlee from being overly defensive. So the adjustment I'm kind of seeing from Lessthanlee is just like, okay, so I'm just gonna not be overly defensive. I'm going to challenge Incendiate on a couple of things, and it's worked out. Siegfried has a fantastic counter hit game, and yeah, you can still be a defensive Siegfried, but it's good to kind of mix in those attacks, especially if you're attacking the gaps that Xianghua has in her pressure. But as I say that, Incendiate just got Half-Life from a series of hooks.
You know how that all started? That all started because we ducked one time. That's why it's so important in Soulcalibur.
Right.
If you know when you can duck some things from your opponent, I mean, you can get so much damage off of that.
That shows that Incendiate is not all pressure. You know, he's got defense too. Oh, wasn't ready for that that cheap hold B. Sorry, base hold. Ooh, okay, shaking up the timings. Mental frames.
Ooh, nice duck and grab attempt from Lessthanlee.
Oh man, that
And
rising
pressure coming out of him. He's just moving up and pressing it. And I'm just not understanding why Incendiate is going for so many crouch grabs. Because Lessthanlee is not. He's not crouching.
Yeah, again, I think that's another thing about the timings, but you know that is against not in Incendiate's favor because he's trying to call out these rising Vs, but that just feels so risky. But that could be that's not a ring out, but still a lot of damage in favorable position of Incendiate with this ring edge. But one bad sidestep, and that could cost Incendiate a ring out on himself. But what a CE coming from Lessthanlee! That is a whiff punish.
And you know he whipped. There was another part during this round where he managed to sidestep and get around to Xianghua's attack, and he whip punished with the soul attack, this time with the CE.
So many things just happened while you didn't even finish that sentence, like, but Incendiate just made a comeback. Insane. Like, the Dark Legacy got shut down, but that was like right after Incendiate went with the Desperation Throw to close out that round, but just like that, we're just in this final round. Like, this match is moving too fast now.
And they're both pretty equal on bar. Let's see who pops it first.
Ooh, there's that crouch grab.
And it will be Incendiate. He's not gonna kill, of course, but really good positioning.
Oh yeah, 3 mix up here. Here we go. Ooh, this goes for the run-up stage 2B, but that gets shut down by the soul card. Lessthanlee. Oh my god! That was such a good soul attack?
I'm so surprised by that.
Even death.
Oh my god.
By the skin of his teeth.
Very skin. Very, very skin of his fingertips.
Excellent. No complaints here.
I mean, that really was just spaghetti towards the end.
But
there's so much going on. A sidestep, a whiff. I mean, that could have gone either way. And wow.
You almost never see a soul attack from Xianghua because they usually favor the CE, 12 frame CE, but like somehow they just kind of worked.
All right, let me find some more people. Okay.
Just go.
no, say it.
No, I'm just like there's so much to process, but go for it.
So next up on the stream, we're gonna have Nowo versus Manta.
Stop.
Every match is a banger.
Yeah, for real. I saw Manta this past week, Wednesday night fights. Like, I think he just did such an incredible job going through like the bracket. Like, his Voldo is just like so fun to watch, and he's like such a good player on this character. Like, you know, Voldo is kind of underrepresented. You know, aside from like, you know, Yutoto. Yeah, we got. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, Voldo is pretty underrepresented and on a lot of people's list of bottom 5 characters. But Manta just makes it work, and it helps that he's just, you know, so flashy, and yet, you know, Manta is another player who's just like a wealth of knowledge of, you know, on this character, particularly with Voldo, just a character specialist through and through. And Wednesday Night Fights was so much fun to watch, particularly because of Manta. So, like, that's kind of like what I'm set on. And what the hell? Nowo does have. Ooh, Clive, take it away. What's going on?
I was letting you finish, my friend. I was going to call out that we might get a Voldo mirror. The last time we saw these two on this platform, at least the last time I saw it, they went for the Voldo mirror and the chat just lost their mind. Because as you said, we do not get to see Voldos often, and they exactly started off exactly like this, and then they got into it.
I'm just saying that Voldo is kind of an underrepresented character, and we have a mirror. Like, I suck.
Yeah, I mean, and the Voldo mirror is just so hard to talk about because it's just like the character itself is already weird and kind of awkward. So then to have that on the screen 2 times, it's just like, what?
It's just like interesting because Noah also has you know, known for his Mina and his Mitsu as well. And I personally, like a lot of players, you know, hate mirror matches. So very interesting that Noah decides to go for this mirror.
And like I said, I think he just knows, or he just has confidence that he can do Voldo better than Manta. And I mean, to be honest with you, again, the last time I saw them run this mirror, Noah did win.
But this could be like, this could be genius play like Noah, because like, you know, if you're a Voldo player, like, who in your local plays Voldo? Who do you practice against?
You know, exactly. So I mean, you just, I think he just has confidence that he can play a better Voldo than Manta. But again, it's not going to be easy as he opens up with that lethal hit. He has just won this match 3-0.
Yeah, or at least just kind of like, yeah, just, you know, playing the, you know, the mirror better. And yeah, it just feels like Manta's like just uncomfortable. Like, how often do Voldo players like play mirror? I know they have like a
Voldo players,
but
listen, I think Dekri said it best. Hashtag never trust a Voldo. I think it makes so much sense. Voldo is the only character in this game where I've fought them online, totally offline in a tournament setting, and I'm just like, you know what? I just let go and let the caliber gods carry me because you just never know what you're gonna get out of a Voldo player.
And this is so interesting to me because like, again, like everything's happening so fast, but like I think like Noah is kind of like the one who wants to play kind of like the spacing neutral game, and Manta kind of wants to go for that, like, you know, that craziness, you know, the stance pressure that we kind of know and hate Voldo for. And looks like this kind of like the solid play coming from Noah is like working out, and obviously he knows the character, so he's not gonna fall for obvious Voldo stuff. But that makes the conversation interesting if you think of, you know, what Manta's like mindset is. Like, okay, that's a great CE. That Voldo CE is so annoying to deal with, so good. And I'm wondering how he's gonna close out this round. Oh, what the hell? That did a lot of damage.
Wow, I was not expecting that to win either. Really good stuff. But yeah, as you were saying, again, that is exactly the game that Manta wants to play. He just wants to run Voldo.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do. He wants to get into the stances. He wants to do the shenanigans. He wants to do all of that. But Noah, yeah, Noah has really good defense in general. Whether he's playing Voldo or Mina, he has really good defense. So, I mean, he's just not going to fall for all of that.
And that defense is coming to play. Long series of blocks, but Manta is in there, but Noah with the sidestep, and Manta with that panic AA getting punished by Noah. 1 round away. This is such an interesting mirror. Good 2-2-V coming from Manta. This is going to set up for stance pressure. No, Noah is what that. Okay, this mirror is crazy. That was a good reversal edge, but that reversal edge strike just had
pressure coming out of Manta gets it done, and now Noah's going into this final round with a blinking gauge. This is not good, but he does have 2 bars in his disposal. So let's see what he does with it.
We don't count out Manta. I'm really glad he made that comeback, but oh my god, half his life is gone. Okay, here we go. Like you said, we got meter. How are we gonna use it though? Oh my god, just every poke.
He's really just opting for this again, this solid defense. There goes the soul charge.
Yep.
this solid, you know, spacing, defense-focused gameplay when he really doesn't have to. But I wonder what Manta's play is going to be, because he too can whiff punish with a CE. I was just going to say that. I was just going to say he has a bar. He can whiff punish as well, and boom, he does it.
But he was on the ground. I didn't know if that was going to go over his head or land, but that clearly landed. That was a great jump, but that was a 2-hit low. Very unfortunate for Nowo, but Manta, by the skin of his teeth, managed to take it to a game 3.
Wow.
Battle 1.
Again, this is exactly how it went last time. Here we go, that neutral again.
Yeah. Low pokes. Mids. Ooh, okay. Anti-pressing frame advantage, I like it. Right a low there, but gets stuck by mid. Oh, Manta. Getting a little antsy on the defensive. Woke up mashing. Kind of paid for it. So he close it out.
The 2A just to
Battle 2.
end things right there. And I mean, again, this is exactly what we're going to see from... And Noel's not doing too much. And I think that's such a good thing, you know? He's just relying on solid defense, solid movement.
Yep, and if you're
Kind of... Go ahead.
yeah, like if you're Manta, you know, if you're forcing, you know, the offense so much, you know, you're bound to kind of have some kind of gap or some kind of mistake there, and Noah is usually on point for attacking those gaps, but Manta has such a life lead, where I'm so convinced he's gonna take this round, but that's kind of some, you know, that ring out pressure is making me a little nervous, but we're out of there now. Manta trying to close it out with some pokes, but this defense, like you said, Clive, is just coming working out in space for Nowo. I mean, that was a, you know, that's a round win for Manta, but we saw some solid defense come from Nowo, even when he's losing.
Right, 3A again.
2-2-A.
Oh, 2-2A, sorry, 2-2A.
Yeah, it looks like a 3A because, you know, horizontal mid, but...
I know it's one of his, like, key moves, like,
So
save,
good.
can catch you.
Yeah, save horizontal mid, knocks down on counter hit, like, it's insane. Wait a minute. Jeez, this... Manta just not being able to get his crazy, you know, rush down Voldo shenanigans going, and even if he can Manta's crawl, that usually just kind of gets stuck from Nowo.
Yeah, with City. Costing round, for sure.
But once he gets going, man, like once Manta, like, you know, gets a lucky guess or like a good counter hit, like, you know, he can be kind of a freight train. You know, he can run away with the game. But right now we have a really close round, but still, oh, that's a whiff punish attempt. Oh, that actually landed. The CE is stupid good. I hate it. It's so good, dude.
It really is, because it like moves his hurt box away, right?
Yeah.
So he gets to avoid an entire move, and then boom, again, he gets to avoid an entire move and then deal damage. It's crazy. That's
Crazy, me.
Like, I don't know about you, but this is like again, final round between
no meter.
two Voldo.
A tail of two Voldos, but I like the opening throw there. But Noah
Here it goes. Yeah, Noah having this meter is definitely going to make a difference, but is Manta going to be able to deal with this? Did he just turn backwards and came right back in? What the hell, Noah? What is this? What in the variant is going on here?
This is the best match ever. Oh my goodness. Okay, so last of the meter that we're gonna see. What? Like you said,
now Manta's
it's making a
opting.
difference.
Yeah, now Manta's opting for like the slow down game. What?
What's happening?
Wow, Manta taking it over Noah. 2-1, final set, final round. What in the hell? I mean,
Quan, are you okay?
the word. I'm laughing at Omega right now. No, I'm not okay. Did you not see that last sequence for Voldo?
Are we sure we know who won that?
Voldo.
It's definitely a Voldo player.
Dude, just
Only Voldo could pull off some ish like that. Are you kidding me?
dude, the thing that definitely got me was Noah's attempt to kind of whip punish Manta's crawl, but Manta did like the Manta's crawl like hop that somehow evaded the horizontal mid coming from Noah, and then that just broke my brain. Just like the series that came after that, just like the evasion and like the pressure and the spaghetti and dude, Manta, he's so good. I mean, that was such a close match, too close for comfort, but like Manta is the OG Voldo, and like, you know, I like seeing the old guys doing well.
Welcome to
you know
the
me.
stage of history retold.
A great mirror.
All
Thanks,
right,
Noah. Good lord.
we're gonna close out the round with Ridz and Yoshi 6.
Ooh, now this is going to be a fascinating matchup because not only is Ridz on a tear, right? Did really well when he saw him before, but Yoshi 6 has also been, I mean, during this quarantine period, he is really leveled up. So I think this is going to be a great matchup. I'm not sure who Ridz is going to go with versus Yoshimitsu. I'm not sure who out of his characters who would be the best against Yoshimitsu.
Prepare to be
It looks like he's going with Cassandra, and again, it makes sense on paper, you know, if you want to just sort of rush Yoshi down and keep him from doing his shenanigans. I think that is a perfectly workable strategy. But again, Yoshi 6, you cannot. I mean, he's just been playing really well.
Yeah, these two players are absolutely fantastic, like you said. My knee-jerk reaction for a Ridz character pick was actually Tira, just because you know, the extra range and the spacing, just be able to kind of not so much keep out Yoshimitsu, but just kind of outspace Yoshimitsu, because you know, with all his good neutral tools, at the end of the day, Yoshimitsu still has to get in. And Tira, with her kind of strong mid-range tools, could make that difficult. But we're going for comfort here. You know, I think Ridz is like the Cassandra main, so I'm absolutely okay with this pick. But maybe a counter pick game 2 is still in play. But just going right at it. Oh wow! What a
Nice
bait!
sidestep. Okay, what a trade.
Ridz trying to close it out. Low post's not gonna quite do it. What a stat! But round 1 guard
more
pressure
hit.
come from Yoshimitsu, level 3 GI, and killing that GI with that break attack. Very close round 1. Yoshimitsu gets a small win by working that guard game, so it could lead to a 3 round down the road. But until that happens, Ridz just in there, half-life already. Cut. Okay, I like it.
Completely backing off
Yeah.
from the edge of the ring, because that reverse ring out is absolutely real versus Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, just absolutely an insane ring out game on the side of Yoshimitsu. But is he gonna work this guard gauge, or is he gonna save it for the next round? That's a tough situation to think about. But Ridz just makes it easier for him. He just says, "I'm just gonna, you know, win this round. Let you figure it out later."
But again, showing his knowledge of the Yoshi matchup, knowing he can sidestep that 3B.
Oh my god, as if nothing happened, Yoshimitsu just run a train into a perfect, with guard pressure still intact. On the board, finally.
Battle 4.
This is gonna be a close one. Ridz completely decides to just run right in.
Like,
Good damage again. Beyblade again.
sure.
Keeping him locked and then opting to back.
Yeah. And here I got half-life. You don't need to force it and risk a ring out. Hits, counter hits, and pushing the frame advantage in this 2-2A has been so effective. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, and I mean, kudos to him, because don't forget, he was able to push that entire sequence with a blinking gauge. That
Yeah.
is not easy to do, particularly against Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, not easy to do, and just not giving Yoshimitsu a chance to even like capitalize on the excuse me, on the guard break pressure. Once Yoshimitsu gets some kind of like momentum, he kind of struggles to like maintain that, just because Ridz is just so willing to to counter poke, to just like slow Yoshimitsu the 6 just enough for Ridz to start his own pressure, and it's just really effective way to kind of shut down this Yoshimitsu. But we have a wall stage now, so I expect this to be a little bit more fast-paced, since no risk of the ring outs now.
Let me tell you, okay, and shout outs to Dragonfly again. This stage with Yoshimitsu is just a terror. This stage really, I mean, stage choice can work so well for certain characters.
Oh my god.
This stage is in Yoshi's favor for this very reason. For this very reason, it is in his favor. I rest my case. I love it when you guys prove my point while I'm making it.
Yeah,
that is exactly why this stage works for him.
You must feel so good about yourself, Clive. I would too.
I do. I damn sure do. Because let me tell you, Yoshi's pressure is just obnoxious in an enclosed space, and this stage is one of the smaller stages, and as you see, it's so easy for him to just get a wall combo. Easy. So easy. And I mean, Ridz is really going to have to be wary of that the remainder of the set.
Yeah, but good ring position. Not favorable in terms of health, but ooh, a desperation grab gets hard punished by Ridz, and how dare you roll on the ground. That wake up tornado lightning thing coming from Cassandra just picks him right back up, and just one poke away from taking this round. Great round from Ridz, still robbery potential on the side of Yoshimitsu, but not this round, as Ridz closes it out with a 2K. Fantastic round for Ridz.
Option to really just go for everything safe to keep the pressure up. And he's just continuing to push this.
Yep.
Not allowing Yoshi to really start any pressure at all. Alright, finally, here comes something. Again, just right.
Yep, there's 3 BBs in neutral. I'm not sure about that, but good way to kill that step with the full crowd 3K. Second one did not work out. Ridz, seemingly on fire, but we got 2 bars on side of Yoshimitsu 6. Let's see. We haven't really seen a soul charge at all from him, so I would like to see one pretty early. But no, well, he's got pretty edge moves, sure, but Yoshimitsu's soul charge, like I value it so highly. I think it's such a strong soul charge.
Yeah, so much unblockable potential as well, but he doesn't look like he's gonna get an opportunity.
That meter is gone. No hope for you. Ridz 2 O's. Yoshimitsu 6.
Wow. I mean, Yoshi just did not even get anything started. It did not even get anything started. I mean, just wow. I'm really surprised it went that way.
The 40% life wall combo. To start off this game too. That's just really cool. But just like. I don't know, there's nothing from Yoshimitsu 6's repertoire that really like kind of discouraged Ritz's like pressure. And that just, if you do that to a, Cassandra player, they're just gonna, rush you down and just run away with the game. Yoshimitsu 6 just couldn't quite find what it took to like slow him down. And that's what allowed Ridz to just, bulldoze his way into further into the winners bracket. But like we predicted it was gonna be a fast-paced match, and that's exactly what we got. So happy for it.
All right, we are on the cusp of top 8. So let's take a quick moment. Talk about the match arena.
Oh, top 8 starting soon.
Yep, this is we're going into winners semifinals.
Oh, I need
finishing up some losers.
Let me see where I'm at. Oh, I need to make space, Ian.
All right, we're going to take a short break.